Welcome to Battle of the Books competition for the 2017-2018 school year. I'm Rachel Skytta with KWCH, your host for the program today. Joining me are students from Beech, Hyde. We also have Kensler and Washington elementaries. These teams have already competed in preliminary rounds at their schools in order to appear on today's program. We're looking forward to some exciting games between these students. Students were given a list of 64 books to read. They need to be familiar with the events, characters, and authors of the books to answer the questions. They'll also give a book talk about one title from the list. Each team has drawn a book title and was given 15 minutes to prepare a 3-minute presentation about the book. These book talks were taped earlier and will be seen later in the program. 12 points are possible for the book talk. The points will be added to the scores in all of the rounds. So the first two teams competing today are Beech and Hyde Elementary. Students, would you please introduce yourselves and tell us the title of your favorite book? We're going to start over here.
My name is Cohen, and my favorite book is Escape from Mr. Lemonchild's Library by Grabenstein.
My name is Pandora, and my favorite book is The House of Scorpion by Nancy Farmer.
My name is Mason Bailey, and my favorite book is Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling.
I'm Isabel McHenry, and my favorite books are the Warriors series by Aaron Hunter.
My name is Bradley, and my favorite book is Kid Owner by Tim Green.
My name is Josiah, and my favorite book is Book Scavenger by Jennifer Chambliss Burtman.
My name is Tree, and my favorite book is Life on Mars.
My name is Andy, and my favorite book is Wonder by R.J. Palacio.
Awesome. Thanks so much, you guys. We'll review the rules so that the audience will know how the game is going to be played. Each match will consist of 20 questions given to alternating teams. Team members have 30 seconds to answer the questions. They may confer about the answer, but only the person with the book in front of them may say the answer. 5 points will be awarded for the correct title, with 5 points added if the team can also name the author of that book. If the team cannot answer the question or the answer is incorrect, the other team is allowed 5 seconds to give an answer. 5 points will be awarded for the correct title. The winning team in the first round will compete against the winning team of the second round for our final match. First, let's take a look at the book talks from our first two competing teams.
Hey, have you heard about that book Crossover?
Yes.
The problem is Josh got suspended from basketball because he hit his brother in the nose with a basketball.
I also do know the characters. One character in the book was JB. Some other characters were Josh, JB again, Sweet Tea, Dad, and Mom.
Oh, I've read that book too. The settings are their house, the school, the practice gym, and the game gym. Beep, beep. Everybody, we're here. Let's go meet Mr. Alexander.
Hey, Bradley, do you want to come with us?
Sure.
Hello, kids. I am Mr. Alexander. You all know I'm the author of Crossover.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you guys talk about the book during your way here?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you guys know the characters?
Yes.
Yes.
You know the author and me, right?
Yes.
You also know the settings and the problem?
Yep.
Do you guys know the solution?
No.
Not yet.
Alright then, since you know most about the book, I'll tell you the solution. So the solution is Josh's dad got many heart attacks and he went to the hospital. Then after he died, Josh's mom, he let him play basketball again. And then when Josh started playing, he played for the memory of his dad, and then he won, and then he got to keep his dad's championship ring for memory.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This was our book talk from Crossover. by Alexander. This is Beech Elementary signing off.
Insert audio chip.
Hey Cohen, what you doing?
My mom just got me this brand new audiobook for Christmas, and it's amazing. It can play anything you want about any book in the world.
Whoa.
Hey, what's this?
It's my new audiobook I got for Christmas. My mom got to me to say anything it want about any book in the world.
What book should we do?
Let's do Poet. I've heard it's a really good book.
Yeah.
Poet, the remarkable story of George Moses Horton.
What is the setting of Poet?
The setting is a plantation.
What's the author?
The author is Tate.
Who are the main characters?
The main character are George, his mother, and his masters.
What's the problem?
The problem is that he is not free.
What character traits does George have?
George is determined, self-disciplined, and poetic.
What's the solution?
The solution is that he writes poems that encourage slaves to be free and lays low when the war gets heated until he is finally free.
What's an interesting fact about this book?
George has had to teach himself to read. He used an old Bible.
How does he learn poetry?
He learns poetry by reading the hymns and then just making up some of his own.
What's the solution?
Question repeated.
Let's see. What is the main thing that happens in the book Poet?
The main thing that happens is George sells his poems to college students, typically love poems, to give to their sweethearts.
Cool. Let's go read this.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, Beech earned 12 points on their book talk, and Hyde earned 12 points as well. They'll start the round with those scores now. The team from Beech will answer the first question. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right. All right. Instead of going to the seashore, a stuffed animal is to be burned because the doctor says he is full of germs. Name this book.
The Velveteen Rabbit by Williams.
Correct. All right, great job, guys. Now to Hyde. You guys ready? Miss Hale wrote to 5 U.S. presidents trying to get a day set aside for the whole country to celebrate a holiday together. In which book would you read about this?
Thank You, Sarah, The Woman Who Saved Thanksgiving by Anderson.
Correct. Awesome job, both teams. All right, question number 3. A boy is grounded from baseball for 2 weeks when he breaks a car window in which book?
Centerfield Ball Hawk by Christopher.
Correct. Nice job. All right, back to Hyde. In which book are several classic book titles mentioned, such as The Maltese Falcon by Hammett? Saying that right? Treasure Island by Stevenson, On the Road by Kerouac, and The Gold Bug by Poe.
Book Scavenger by Bertman.
Correct. All right, 4 for 4. Question number 5. In this book, one of the characters tells Michael and Mina that their shoulder blades are where their wings were before they were born. Name the book.
Scale Egg by Almond.
Awesome, that is correct. Question number 6. In what book would you learn about the war in Iraq and Alia Muhammad Baker's attempt to save her library's collection?
The Librarian of Basra by Winter.
That is right. All right. We're cruising through this. Question number 7. Will Cushing, otherwise known as Lincoln's Commando, almost did not get to serve in the Union Navy because of his pranks and disrespectful drawings of his superior officers. Name the book.
Big Bad Ironclad by Hale.
Correct. All right. The goal of the characters in this story is to find their way out of the library by using what's in the library. Name the book.
Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library by Grabenstein.
Correct. Good, nice job, guys. All right. In what book does Sophie sit in a giant's ear as they travel to England to visit the Queen?
The BFG by Dole.
Correct. All right, we're almost halfway through. We are halfway through. Question number 10. The main character in this book attended a new school, and her class was upstairs in room 206. Her teacher's name was Mrs. Peterson. Name the book.
Junkyard Wonders by Polacco.
That's right. All right, Beech. Question 11. Give the title of the book that presents the fact that Americans consume an average of 15 quarts of this frozen treat each year.
Ice Cream the Full Scoop by Gibbons.
Awesome job. That's correct. All right. Question number 12. This picture book biography of a slave and the first African-American poet to be published in the South retells his fascinating long life and talented way with words. Name this book.
Poet, The Remarkable Story of George Moses Horton by Tate.
Yes. That's a long title. Good job. 13. Question number 13. Which book tells of a young donkey who turns into a rock for a whole year?
Sylvester and the Magic Pebble by Stieg.
Correct. Question 14. In this book, a college student named Elwyn started going by the name Andy White while attending Cornell University. What is the book?
Some Writer by Sweet.
If there's a colon, okay, we're good. Yes, that's correct. Just wanted to double check. Number 15. In which book does a little girl ask person after person why she should learn English? Oh, he knows.
Juana and Lucas by Medina.
Can you say it one more time?
Juana and Lucas by Medina.
That's correct. All right. Question number 16. In this book, Louis Michaud was the owner, I hope I'm saying Michaud, was the owner of a store that became a very important place for the African American community. Name the book.
The Book Itch by Nelson.
Correct. Nice job. Question 17. When Mrs. Meachings discovers that Emily is giving fish syrup to the elderly residents of the mansion and has them hiding a kitten, Emily is locked in the remembrance room. Name this book.
Peppermints in the Parlor by Wallace.
Yes. Nice job, guys. We're almost through this first round. Question 18. This book introduces us to a 6-year-old boy by asking questions of various people, like his teacher and his dog. What is the title of this book?
Who is Melvin Bubble by Brule.
Awesome job. That's correct. All right. We're down to 2 more questions. Number 19. Our first president lost 2 teeth during his famous crossing of the Delaware River in this book. What is the title?
George Washington's Teeth by Chandra.
Can you guys say the author one more time?
Chandra.
One more time.
Chandra.
The title was correct.
So the title is correct, but there are 2 authors, 2 names listed as the author. Do I read the question again?
No.
Nope? Okay.
Number 20. Go ahead and do the next question.
Oh, next question. Okay. All right. In which book does Mr. Daniels figure out that Allie has trouble reading because she has dyslexia?
Fish in a Tree by Hunt.
Correct. And those are all the questions for this round. So a near perfect round from both teams. And our judges are going to tally the scores right now. Really nice job, guys. Really good job on both sides. All right, so while we wait for them to tally up the scores here, I want to ask you guys a couple questions. I always had a favorite place that I liked to read growing up. Do you guys have one of those at all? No, not so much? Is there anywhere you don't like to read, like maybe the car?
Yeah, probably the car. I get a little sick in there when I read.
I'm the same way. Not a fan of reading in the car. What about you?
I'm fine with reading anywhere.
Anywhere? All right. What about you guys? Do you have a favorite place that you like to read?
I do. Not quite a favorite place, just anywhere comfortable with my bird.
With your bird?
Yes.
What kind of bird do you have?
He's a little cockatiel.
What's his name?
Apollo.
Apollo.
We
Great
call him
name.
Little Bird.
What about you guys? Do you have a favorite place that you like to read?
Just with my dogs.
With your dogs? I'm with you there. No, not so much?
Under my loft bed.
Under your loft bed. That sounds like a good spot. A nice little reading nook. Did you have a favorite book from Battle of the Books that you guys had?
Yeah, Escape from Mr. Lemonshell's library.
Yeah. And you guys got that question, didn't you? Yep.
Probably Wonder.
Wonder? What about you guys? Favorite one?
Kid Owner by Tim Green.
Kid Owner?
Book Scavenger.
Book Scavenger. I know we had a question about that. Either of you guys?
Crenshaw.
Grinshaw?
I really liked Amulet.
All right, well, the final score, we'll get back to some of those questions in just a little bit. The final score in this game was 107 Beech, 112 by Hyde Elementary. Congratulations to Hyde. You will meet the winner of our next match in the final round of Battle of the Books. Let's take a look at the book talks from the teams in round 2.
Hey, Miss Grapes. We're doing a book report for school. Do you have any suggestions?
Oh, well, A Handful of Stars is a really good book.
I read that one. It's one of my favorites.
That's wonderful.
Oh, tell us more about that book.
Well, it's about a relationship with a blind dog, a girl, and a migrant worker. The migrant worker helps the girl get money for surgery, money for surgery for the dog. But the dog is really old, sadly, and if they have him do a surgery, that might mean he might pass away, sadly. And they go to the Blueberry Festival while they sell bee boxes, and they try to make money and stuff selling bee boxes. And the migrant worker gets more attention from her bee boxes because hers are more original, and the girls aren't really as much and stuff. Yeah.
What's the setting?
The setting of the book is at the girls' grandparents, the migrant workers' homes, and the Blueberry Festival, and some of the fields that the migrant workers work in.
Oh, that book sounds interesting. Can I borrow it?
Sure, but can you please return it in good condition?
Okay.
I think we're good. We should go do our book report.
Okay, let's go.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hey guys, it's been a long month. How you guys been?
Yeah, it's been fine.
How you guys read this month's book?
Yeah, it was super cool.
Yeah, it was The Journey That Saved Curious George by Louise Bourget. And I read enough to know the characters, which was Margaret and Hunt Ray. Raybach, and they were both husband and wife, and they were both illustrators, authors, and writers of books, and two of them were The Adventures of Fifi, and another one was Black, White, the Penguin.
Yeah, can you tell me the setting, Camilla?
Sure. One of the settings was in Rio where they got married and they lived there for a while. Then they moved to Paris, France, where they started making their first book, which was The Adventures of Fifi. Then they had to leave because of the Nazi invasion.
Yeah, now let's go to the main problem.
The main problem was that the Nazis were invading and they had to flee. They had many tight escapes. They also had some delays with papers.
Yeah, and the solution was that they were able to get their visas and papers down, so they got on a train to Portugal, and then, hey, remember the tandem bicycles?
Oh, yeah.
And then they were on the ship over the Atlantic, and now they, according to the author, they are currently living in New York City, where they're free, and the Nazis haven't invaded yet.
Oh yeah, and remember when they saw and they heard the Nazis coming and marching, and they also heard the bombing and the gunfires?
Yeah, and remember that one place where they went, and like after 2 days when they left, it exploded because a bomb was there.
Yeah, that was creepy.
So you guys any other book suggestions?
Yeah, a good book would be Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library by Chris Gravenston.
Yeah, I have one, Crenshaw by Catherine Applegate.
Do you have one, Sebastian?
Island of the Blue Dolphins by Scott O'Dale.
Do you have one?
My personally pick would be Book Scavenger by Jennifer Chambliss Bertman.
Hey, remember the two-part pet marmosets they had? They died on the journey over to the Atlantic, which was sad.
I know, it was sad.
And then they got the two pet turtles, Claude and Claudia.
Yeah. So?
Yeah. Starbucks is so quiet.
Yeah.
Eagles!
All right, the competitors in our next round are from Kensler Elementary and Washington Elementary. Tell us your names and the title of your favorite book. Oh, we're going to start over here with Washington, sorry.
I'm Jefferson, and my favorite book from Battle of the Books is Wonder.
My name is Treat, and my favorite books are the Percy Jackson and the Olympian books.
My name is Sebastian, and my favorite book is Island of the Blue Dolphins by Scott O'Dale.
My name is Yamila, and my favorite book is I Survived the Bombing of Pearl Harbor.
Awesome. What about you guys?
My name is Abdurrahman, and my favorite book is Dogman by Pilkey.
My name is Tatum, and my favorite book is Circus Mirandus by Cassie Beasley.
My name is Michaela, and my favorite book is Crenshaw by Catherine Applegate.
My name is Lily, and my favorite book is El Deathfo by C.C. Bell.
All right, thanks so much, guys. Kensler Elementary will begin this round with 11 points, and Washington Elementary will start with 12 points from their book talks earlier. The Kensler team will answer the first question. All right, here we go. Question number 1. What is the title of the biography about a slave who is eventually elected to the U.S. House of Representatives for Mississippi in 1872?
Freedom Over Me.
Sorry, guys, that's wrong.
You guys can get a steal. No. You get 5 seconds. You get to offer it to them. 5 seconds. Yeah.
Can you guys steal?
The Amazing Age of John Ray Lynch.
That's correct. All right. Question number 2. A boy receives a skateboard, helmet, plastic Indian, and a cabinet found in an alley for his birthday. Can you name that book?
The Indian in the Cupboard.
Do you know the author?
Banks.
Correct. All right. Question number 3. In which book does a boy, with the help of the Heidelberg handlebar, number 7, become president of the USA?
Freedom Over Me, I guess.
Sorry, guys, that is incorrect. You guys can steal.
Fake Mustache.
Do you know the author? They don't have. Oh, they don't. Okay, sorry about that. That's correct. Question number 4. In what book would you learn about a game that began with 2 peach baskets and a soccer ball in 1891?
The Man Who Invented Basketball by Wyckoff.
Correct. Question number 5. The main character in this book isn't all human. He's also part animal and fights crime. What is the book?
Dogman by Pilkey.
Correct. I like the enthusiasm. Question number 6 for Washington. Peter wished that all the ideas in the world could be found in one place, in a book where they could find the best word, the one that really fit. Name this book.
The Right Word by Bryant.
Yes, correct. Question number 7, this one's for Kensler. During a storm at sea traveling to America, this little girl loses her friend Peter when he is swept overboard. Name the book in which this happened.
I Survived the Bombing of Pearl Harbor, 1997. Tarsus.
Sorry guys, that is incorrect. You guys can steal.
Letters from Rivka.
Correct. Question number 8. Which story takes place in the Blueberry Barrens of eastern Maine?
A Handful of Stars by Cynthia Lord.
Correct. Nice job. Question number 9. The main character is worried that his family will be homeless for the second time in what book?
Crenshaw by Applegate.
Yep, correct. Nice job, guys. Question number 10. The main character in this book has a teacher who is against building things in 2nd grade. What is the title of this book?
Iggy Peck Architect by Beatty.
Can you say the title one more
time? Iggy Peck Architect.
Correct. Nice job. Question number 11. In this book, people paid thousands of dollars for a box that contained 2 $100 bills inside.
Escape from Mr. Melancello's library.
Sorry, that is incorrect. You guys can steal.
Big Bad Ironclad. Big Bad Ironclad.
What was that? Can you say it one more time?
Say it one more time. Big Bad Ironclad.
That's incorrect. Sorry, guys. All right, question number 12. In what book is the main character's dad an actor and her mom is a drama teacher?
The 14th Goldfish by Jennifer L. Holm.
That's correct. Nice job. Question 13. These creatures are reptiles that lay eggs that can range in size from as big as apples or as tiny as freckles. Their eggs often have thin shells, can dry out if left out in the open, and can be hidden underground. Name this book.
Nick Bishop Lizards by Nick Bishop.
Correct. Nice job. All right, number 14. In this book, a boy who hates golf gets golf clubs for his birthday. He also wants to study music, but instead is told he will attend a military school. Name the book.
Lucky Strike.
Sorry, that's incorrect. You guys can steal. Sorry about that. All right. Question number 15. Nate Harlow lives with his grandfather in Florida after his parents' death. His best friend, Jen, believes in science and probability. Name the book.
Marvelous Maddie.
Sorry, guys, that's incorrect. You guys can steal.
Lucky Strike.
Correct. Number 16. Peggy is a cook for the Fairchilds and uses roots and herbs to heal 6 slaves in this book. What's the title?
Freedom Over Me by Brian.
Correct. All right, we are almost through this round. We're on question number 17. For Kensler, 2 kids open a door to a strange world to find their mother held captive by a bizarre creature, which they battle in an effort to rescue her. What book is this?
The Stonekeeper Amulet Series, Volume 1 by KWCH. Karbsky. Oh.
The title is correct. Can you say the author one more time?
Kazu Karibsky. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay. So you guys will get points for the title, but not for the author. All right. Would you like me to say who the author was? The author was Kibushi. So you were close. 18. In what book do we read about a woman nicknamed Moses who helped slaves escape on the Underground Railroad?
Freedom Over Me.
Sorry, guys, that's incorrect. You guys can steal. All right, the correct answer was Founding Mothers by Carosella. Question number 19. In which book are Augie and Jack rescued by their fellow classmates in an ugly run-in with 7th graders from another school while at the nature reserve?
Wonder. Dizen.
All right, you'll get points for the...
Policio?
One more time. One more time.
Policio.
Say it one more time.
Policio.
All right, you guys will get points for the title. The author is Palacio. I apologize. Very close again. Last question. This book explores snow, ice, fog, clouds, sun, and heat in 17 outdoor places from the Arctic to Paris to central Thailand. Name the book.
On the Same Day in March by Singer.
Correct. Nice job. All right, our judges are going to tally up the scores right now. How'd you guys feel about that?
I think we lost.
Yeah, that's what I think.
How did you guys feel?
Good.
You felt good? Yeah.
Don't know.
Was it tougher than you thought the questions would be? Or?
Yeah. Just because we didn't read all of the books. Most of us just read half because
That's easy for you to say.
Well, there were some I noticed that, you guys knew right away, and maybe some that you kind of knew. It seemed like that was kind of, I know you were very enthusiastic about one of them.
Dog man.
Was it kind of the same thing for you guys on the ones that you weren't sure about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys did good.
You too.
Great sportsmanship. So I asked the last group this. I don't know if you guys wanted to answer if you guys have a favorite place that you like to read.
Anywhere that's not in a car.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I can't stand reading in the car either.
Anywhere that's not cramped.
It's not cramped?
Spiders or spiderwebs.
I wouldn't like reading in spider webs either, I don't think.
I have a arachnophobia.
What about you guys?
I don't have one.
You don't have a favorite place to read?
No. On my bed.
On your bed, yeah.
It's obvious, the library.
Good answer.
On my bed and in the car.
In the car? That's the first one we've heard. All right, we're going to move on. The score in this round was 51 for Kensler Elementary and 112 for Washington Elementary. So congratulations to Washington. You will meet the winner of the first round for the championship match. While we change teams for our final round, let's see if you can answer some questions about last year's books. All right, we're ready to start our final battle. The winner of this round will be one of our champions for the 2017-2018 school year. The teams are from Beech and Washington Hyde and Washington Elementaries. The script was wrong there. I apologize for that. Good luck to both teams. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys played Beech in the last round, so that's why I said that. I apologize. All right. We will start with Hyde. First question. Plain Jane, not the beautiful princess, married the handsome prince in which book?
Sleeping Ugly by Yolen.
Correct. Question number 2 for Washington. This story takes place in the 1970s when North Vietnam takes over South Vietnam.
Inside Out and Back Again. Danola.
Correct. Nice job, guys. Good start for both teams. All right, question number 3. In what book does a boy have a father who is a football team owner and a mother who doesn't like football? She wouldn't let him play when he was little. Name the book.
Kid Owner by Green.
Correct. Nice job. Question number 4. What is the title of the book in which the main idea focuses on a man's innovative ideas in building a family business that began with his carpenter skills and evolved into mass production of plastic bricks?
Lego Manufacturers by Slater.
Correct. Nice job. Someone in the audience was very excited about that one also. Question number 5. A village in Mexico was very poor until a man figured out how to make clay containers using ancient methods. He taught others, and now the village people have money to live comfortably. Name the book.
The Pots That Juan Built. By Andrews Goebel.
Correct. Nice job. Number 6. Washington. In which book does a homeless boy sleep at the zoo with the deer and buffalo?
Maniac Maggie. Spindly. 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 Spindly.
Correct. Nice job, guys. All right. Question number 7. The main character's people were the Shoshone tribe? Am I saying that? Shoshone tribe. She was abducted by other tribes. I know I'm going to mess this up. The Minnetaree and Mandan. Name the book.
Who Was Sacagawea? By Fradden and Bloom.
Correct. I'm glad you guys knew that, even though I botched the question, so thank you. Question number 8. This book tells about an artist becoming a master at drawing skeletons to illustrate comical poems. Name the book.
Funny Bones by Duncan Donatua.
One more time.
Donatua.
Correct. Nice job. Question number 9. Josh got suspended from the basketball team after he made an angry pass during a game that almost broke his brother's nose. Name the book.
The Crossover by Alexander.
Correct. Nice job. Question number 10. We're halfway through. Growing up in a port city, Hans spent many hours at the dock and grew to love boats, rivers, and the sea. In what book would you read about Hans?
The Journey That Saved Curious George by Louise Borden.
Nice job. That's correct. Question 11. In what book is a girl offered $50,000 to sell her invention?
Marvelous Maddie by Macaulay.
Correct. Good job. Question 12. In what book is Mr. Head's guardian a tiger named Bibby?
Can you repeat the question, please?
In what book is Mr. Head's guardian a tiger named Bibby?
Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library by Grabenstein.
That is incorrect. You guys can steal.
Circus Mirandus.
Correct. All right, question number 13. Slowly the earth began to move. It moved away from my feet, and for a moment I seemed to be standing on air. In what story did this happen to the main character?
Can you repeat the question?
Slowly the earth began to move. It moved away from my feet, and for a moment I seemed to be standing on air. In what story did this happen to the main character?
Island of the Blue Dolphins. By Odell.
That's correct. Nice job, guys. Question 14. A small boy tells someone, "My dad and I live in an airport. The airport is better than the streets." Name this book.
Fly Away Home, Eve Bundy.
Correct. Nice job. All right, Hyde. Question 15. This book tells the story of Danny, who moved from New York City to Hawaii. What's the title?
I Survived the Bombing of Pearl Harbor, 1941, by Tarshish.
Correct. All right, Washington, question 16. When a lazy bird wants a vacation, she asks an elephant to fill in for her. Name the book.
Horton Hatches the Egg by Dr. Seuss.
Correct. All right. Question number 17. Sam is quite frightened by a weasel he names the Baron, but eventually considers it to be his friend. What's the title of this book?
Can you please repeat the question?
Sam is quite frightened by a weasel he names the Baron, but eventually considers it to be his friend. What is the title of this book?
My Side of the Mountain by George.
Correct. Question 18. In what book does Grandpa tell a bedtime story about the town of Chew and Swallow?
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Barrett. Barrett.
Correct. Good job, guys. Number 19. We're down to 2 questions, guys. All right. War victims outlined their feet and sent the drawings to America, hoping that someone would send shoes to warm their feet. In what book?
1,000 Tracings by Judge.
Correct. Good job. Last question, guys. When Peter fell, he heard the bone in his foot break. His foot was swelling so fast he could actually see it. The pain was worse than anything he had ever felt before, and he knew that he couldn't walk. Name the book.
Pax by Sarah Pennypacker.
Correct. Nice job, guys. All right, those are all of our questions for now. Awesome job on both sides here. You guys did fantastic. Again, our 2 finalists from Hyde Elementary and Washington Elementary. I'm very impressed. How did it feel?
It's so awesome to just be here. Yeah. I didn't think I was going to make it out of the first round.
Yeah, you guys are pretty excited. You seem very excited.
Yeah.
So. What about you guys? How do you think it went?
Nervouser.
What? You guys did great.
Well, I wish we tried.
It's kind of exhausting, isn't it? Yes. It is. Well, you guys can relax now. You can breathe. You made it through. You made it to the final round, so you guys did a great job. Really good job. Any regrets looking back on your time?
Not really.
I wish I read one book a little bit better.
A little bit better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a really bad, we're supposed to take AR tests on the books we read, and I got a really bad score on one and had to read it 2 times and still didn't quite get it.
If you guys had to, maybe there's some other kids out there who don't like to read so much, what would you tell them about why reading is so important?
Well, there's some books that are really fun to read that,
Like Dr. Seuss says, the more that you read, the more that you know, the more that you learn, the more places you go. I think that's actually pretty true.
Yeah.
What about you guys? What would you tell other kids who maybe don't like to read so much or don't read too much? Why do you think it's so important?
Well, you can learn new stuff and it'll be fun.
You'll get smarter.
Mm-hmm.
That is good advice. Oh, Sorry, guys. I got distracted. All right, the score in our tournament today was 117 for Hyde Elementary and 102 for Washington Elementary. So our winner today is Hyde Elementary. Great job, you guys, and also great job to Washington. You guys did an awesome job also. So congratulations to our winner, Hyde Elementary. We have some prizes that we're going to give away as well that are under here. So you guys can pass these down. Congratulations. Well deserved. I'm very impressed for one. So, anything you'd like to say, champions?
Good work to all the teams that we competed against.
I couldn't have done it without my friends.
Yeah.
And my bird.
And your bird. Okay.
I have to give him a shout out too.
All right. Thanks so much, guys. A way to go. Your dedication and teamwork throughout the year was a great accomplishment. We're also very proud of you and all of the students who participated on the teams and in schools. Thanks for all of your efforts. Thank you also to the library and classroom teachers and parents for all that they've contributed. You can join us Monday morning at 11 o'clock here on WPS TV, Cox Cable Channel 20, and AT&T UVerse Channel 99 to see another exciting Battle of the Books competition. And these guys will tell you, and so will these guys, keep reading.